All right, let's talk about the 5 a.m. club, because I promised you I was going to do a video on how to utilize the 5 a.m. club and what to do, what not to do. So let's get into this one, the 5 a.m. club. Let's go. I'm about to give you some real knowledge. All right, first thing I want to say is I think the 5 a.m. club is crazy. My wife really disagrees with me. She really likes the 5 a.m. club. She doesn't do it all the time, but she really defends it. So we have some, kind of not really arguments, but disagreements. We don't see things the same way. I think the 5 a.m. club is largely bullshit and overhyped. But you probably disagree. You probably agree. You probably disagree with me. You probably agree with my wife because she makes a lot of sense a lot of times. But this 5 a.m. club for me doesn't make a lot of sense unless you utilize it in the proper way. So stop getting up at 5 a.m. unless you really have something to do that you can't do any other time of the day. What I'm talking about is, so when I write my books, I'll get up at 5 a.m. and start writing. I'll just jump out of bed. I have that idea in my head what I want to do, and I'll start writing. And I'll write for at least an hour uninterrupted, where I'm not going to get distracted by social media. I'm not going to get distracted by emails, phone calls, people asking me questions. I'm just focused on, this is what I want to do. I want to write a chapter. I want to write a chapter and a half. I want to do that this hour. And each day I'll get up until that project is done. I'll get up at 5 a.m. But I won't go to bed at 9 o'clock in the evening either, because that doesn't gain you anything. So I'll still go to bed at 11. So I'm getting less sleep for the duration of the 5 a.m. But my real focus is just getting that task done, just getting that thing done, that project done. So it doesn't matter what it is. If I have a big project or I have a problem I'm trying to solve, if you're trying to solve a problem and it's really, really on your mind and bothering you, get up at 5 in the morning and do some research. Start figuring out, write down things, but only focus on that problem. Only focus on possible solutions for that problem. And even if you have to do that 2 or 3 days in a row, get up in the morning, because your ideas are really pumping in the morning. It's really a creative time, but it's not a time to meditate, really. It's not really a time to exercise. That's an unnatural time to get up and exercise. It's not a time to do things that you could do any other time in the day. Like if you really can't find time to exercise besides first thing in the morning, then you're not going to be very healthy in being able to exercise, because you got to be flexible. You got to be flexible with a lot of the things that you do. Meditation, you got to be flexible. You should be able to find 10, 15 minutes to meditate at some point in the day. And you might need, if you're having a stressful day, you might need to take 15, 20 minutes and go meditate. That's the time to meditate. That's the time to slow down your mind, to relax your body, to let go of the stress. You don't need to do that when you first wake up. You're already feeling great, unless you had a shitty sleep. But if you're sleeping properly, you already feel great in the morning. So why would you waste that opportunity just to meditate? Save your meditating for when you really need it. Do you need to meditate every day? No, you probably don't. Does it make you feel good? Yeah, but there's a lot of things that can make you feel good. You don't need to meditate every day, and you really don't need to meditate in the morning. You can meditate in the evening, just before you go to bed. It's a great way to relax yourself so that you do get a great sleep, and then you're kind of programming your thoughts to what you want to think about while you're sleeping. So that's probably a better technique for you to start using, instead of getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning just to meditate, or getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning just to exercise. Now there's times where maybe you're going to have a super busy day, and there really is, the only time that you're going to be able to exercise is first thing in the morning, but that's not every day. That's not every day for the rest of your life. That doesn't make any sense. Why? And then obviously, like when I do the 5 a.m. club, whenever I do that and I'm doing it to solve a problem, to achieve something in a small amount of time, whenever I do that, by the time I'm finished, I'm super tired. So if I do that for a week or 2 weeks, I don't do it on the weekend. I know some people do 5 a.m. club even on the weekend. But by the time I get to Saturday, I'm sleeping in. I'm starting to catch up on my sleep. I'm doing the same thing on Sunday. I'm getting more sleep those weekends than I do on my normal weekends, just because I'm getting up an hour extra during the week. At some point, I got to pay it back. So the reason why people go to bed when they're doing a 5 a.m. club all the time, continuously, forever and ever, is because they got to get enough sleep. They got to get enough sleep or they can't function. They can't mentally function properly. They can't physically function properly. Because you do need to have a certain amount of sleep. Depending on what you're doing and how much stress you have in your life, you need at least 7 hours of sleep. And when you're cutting it down to 6 hours of sleep, you can do that for a little while, but that's not a healthy lifestyle. If you want to be successful, you got to have a healthy lifestyle, because if you reach your success but you don't have the health, what good is the success? If you get a lot of money but you're limited on what you can do because you have all kinds of health issues now, what was the point of stressing your body out just to get a lot of money that you can't really enjoy? So you're going to buy things. You have a lot of things in your house, but you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to experience anything because you have all these limitations. Maybe you have heart problems and now you can't travel far because you have to stay close to where you can get medical attention if you need it. Or maybe you have so many apparatuses that you got to bring with you that it's just a pain in the ass to travel, so it's easier just to stay home. So you have all this money but you don't really go anywhere. What's the point? What's the point of accumulating all this money so that when you pass away somebody else can enjoy it? I don't think that's a very good strategy for life. What I always say is you got to live a life that's worth living. You got to live a life that you really enjoy, that makes you happy. And does 5 o'clock in the morning, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, really make you happy? If you're a morning person, the answer is probably yes. But if you're not a morning person and you're pushing yourself just so that you can achieve these big successes because all these gurus are telling you, you got to get up at 5 o'clock. All the professional people get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. All the most successful people get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, but what time do they go to bed? Are they going to bed before 11? Because if they're going to bed before 11, I think that's a low quality of life. Because the things are happening, at between 5 and 11. You want to have energy. You want to be able to enjoy things. You have to, if you go to somebody's house and you're like, oh, I got to leave at like 8:30 because I got to be in bed by 9 o'clock. Like, what the heck is that, man? Is that really a great lifestyle? You can do that on a Saturday night. Oh, no, I can't stay out past 9 o'clock. I got to be in bed. Really? That's what you're going to do? That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. So you got to use the 5 a.m. club. Utilize it to achieve big goals, to solve big problems that you need, like complete silence. You need complete focus. Because at 5 a.m., you can even do it at 4 a.m. I've done that before. Get up at 4 a.m. Give myself 2 hours to really focus and dive in on solving this problem, or finding this solution, figuring this thing out. And then once I've done that, I might only need that one day. I'm not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning the next day for no reason. I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock in the next day for no reason, just to meditate, just to exercise. No, man. I'm going to exercise when I can. I'm going to fit it in to my lifestyle. I'm going to have a lifestyle, and that's what I've developed, is a lifestyle that I can go at lunchtime. I can go after work. I can go before work. I can do what I want. I'm in control of my time. I'm in control of when I exercise. I don't go exercise every day. I'm not killing myself. I'll exercise 3 or 4 times a week and I feel great. But I do a real exercise. I put in the work. I put in the work so I can get the results. And then those results benefit me for 2 days. So you have to have a real focus and a reason why you're doing it. Everything that you do should have a purpose. And the main purpose in your life should be to have fun and enjoy your life. So if you're not enjoying yourself, then you're trying to solve this problem. Get that problem solved so that you can get back to enjoying yourself. So that means you got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and really focus on solving that problem. That's what you got to do. But as soon as that problem is solved, go back to your normal routine. Go back to your normal routine, because if you see a lot of people that are super rich, they have crappy relationships. They're always in and out of relationships. They really have crappy relationships with people around them. It seems like all they really have is money and stuff and status. I'm bragging about this, bragging about that. But the people that are really happy, they're not super uber rich. They might be rich, but they're not super uber rich, because their main thing is not money. Their main thing is, helping people enjoying themselves and having a fun life, a happy life. That's what you got to focus on. It's really about creating memories. What kind of memories are you creating? What kind of memories do you create when you get up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning every day? What kind of memories are you creating when you're going to bed at 9 o'clock at night every night? I don't think those are very great memories. When you look back on your life, all you're going to have done is built a successful business. That's all you've done. You haven't done anything else, just built a successful business and accumulated a lot of money. Big deal. What's the joy in that? You want to have joy in your life. You want to experience things. You want to go and do things. You want to have as little limitations as you can. You don't want to have dietary limitations. You don't have limitations to when you have to go to bed. You want to be able to be flexible. If some days you're only going to get 6 hours sleep, that's fine. You can catch up on your sleep the next day. But you don't want to have a lifestyle where you're only getting 6 hours sleep and you're busy, and you're stressing your body, you're stressing your mind, you're stressing your emotions all the time. Because in the end of the day, as you build that success, you're going to have a worn out body. You're going to look older than you are. You're going to feel older than you are. And you're really not going to want to do a lot of things. And you're also probably going to be one of those people that doesn't want to bring a lot of people into your life because now you're scared everybody's going to want to take your money. Everybody just likes you for your money. So you got to be a likable person and be a person that has fun, a person that's willing to help people, a person that's enjoying life. And if you want to enjoy life, stop getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning for no reason. Only get up at 5 o'clock in the morning if you have a reason. That's how I utilize the 5 a.m. club. You start doing that, you're going to find that your whole life is going to be a lot more fun, a lot more productive. And you're going to solve problems. You're going to find solutions to problems. And you're going to have less stress because you're utilizing it better. And like I'm telling you, don't worry about meditating first thing in the morning because you're already feeling good. You should already be waking up feeling good. So use your meditation time some other time in the day where you feel like you need to take a break from the stress and the pace of life and slow down for 15, 20 minutes. You can do that in your car. You can do that in your office. You can do that wherever. Slow down for 15, 20 minutes. Relax your mind. That's the time to meditate. Not first thing in the morning. You don't need it first thing in the morning. It's like you're wasting that opportunity of meditating, doing something that you should already feel great. You should have already been meditating before you went to bed. You should already feel great, had a great sleep. You get up in the morning, do something that's productive. Make every minute count. If you're getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, make every minute count. Make every minute count, every second count. Don't waste it on things that you could do some other time in the day. So that's how I utilize the 5 a.m. club. I don't use it all the time, but when I do, it's for a reason. It has a purpose, has a limit, and as soon as I'm done, I go back to enjoying myself, and now I feel great because I've solved the problem, I've accomplished the goal, and I can get back to my regular routine. And my regular routine is having fun and enjoying life. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. If you want to learn more about the Mindset for Success training, you can go to my website. I have the link in the bio. Also, there's freebie offers on there. You can check out some of the paid training. The paid training is very good. A lot of people love that paid training, so check that out. I got different tiers of paid training, so some of it's not very expensive, some of it's a little bit of a commitment, and some of it's a big commitment. So it depends on how quickly you want to become successful, what you want to do. You got the one-on-one coaching. You've heard about that a million times now, so I don't need to keep telling you about the one-on-one coaching, but I just want to make sure that you understand the one-on-one coaching is more of an intensive coaching, so you got to be ready. You got to be ready to take action every day, take action every week. You got to be result-driven, because the more effort you put into it, is the easier it is for you to be able to make it successful for yourself. And so I'll work with you and I'll keep you on track, but you got to do the work. You got to do the work. I will help you and I will help make sure the program works for you, but you got to do the work. That's, a lot of people don't want to do the work. They want to talk about doing the work. They want to say, hey, I got a coach. Hey, I got a mentor, but they don't want to actually do the work. So don't be that person. Don't be that. If that's how you are, if you're not sure, don't do the one-on-one coaching. Do the other programs, because the other programs you can go at your own pace. But the one-on-one coaching, you got to be on it. You got to be on it, and you got to be focused on getting those results every week. And 7 days goes by really fast. So it's like you can't waste time. But that's what it's about. It's about taking something that's going to take you this long and being able to do it in this amount of time. That's what the one-on-one coaching does for you. So I want you to like this video. I want you to subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment and let me know what kind of things you want to learn. I'm putting these videos together. I'll let you in a little secret. I'm doing a whole bunch of these videos in a short amount of time, right? So you're going to see these videos week after week after week, but I film them all in the middle of summer. That way I can enjoy doing other things after. And so I batched everything together. But if there's things that you want to learn about, I'll be reading the comments. So the future videos, I will look at some of the things that you want me to go over, and I'll go over them. I'll talk about them in one of the future videos. So that's it for this time. That's all I got to say for now. Until next time, what is it I always say? Until next time, you heard? Hey, the video's over. You're still here. You watch it till the end, past the end, and I think what you're wanting is another little bonus, right? You're looking for a little bonus. That's why you watch till the end, because now you know. You've kind of caught on. Yeah, there's always going to be some little bonus thing at the end. That's what I do. That's how I like to do things. So for this bonus, what I want you to do is I want you to look at something on your list that you've tried before that didn't work out. I don't want you to revisit it. Revisit it with that new mindset and start thinking about, how can I make this work? And say that to yourself. How can I make this work? What do I need to do to make this work? So that's the action step that you want to take. Look at something on your list that you've tried that didn't work out before and ask yourself, how can I make this work? Try that, you're going to love it. Now this is the end of the video. So until next time, you heard?